Okay, so if these are the two equations that we're trying to graph, I need to make sure that these are plugged into my calculator. I go to y equals. Now, there are different ways that you can put those into your calculator. We did two different equations in period 2 today, so that's where those are from. The ones that I gave you are a little more, or a little easier. Negative 2x plus 1. And then you're going to have 1/2 x. Now, you can enter 1/2 x in as 0.5, or you could put it in as a fraction. If you put it in as a fraction, what do you have to use? And let's say I want to go back and change what's in there. If I want to go back and change what's in there, you know, left parenthesis 1 divided by, oh, I'm out of room. What's the opposite of delete? Insert. Okay, so you hit second, delete, and I can put that in as a fraction. Now, am I shading, go to equation 1, am I shading above or below? Well, I have to go all the way over here and highlight this piece, hit enter. I want to use blue, fine. Go down. Am I shading above or below? Remember, that was y is less than negative 2x plus 1, so I want to shade below. So in order to shade below, I want to use this right here. Above would be here. Below is there. Do you see that? So that's below. It just means less than. Okay. Good. Does anyone have a question about that?
Will it do like greater than or equal to or less than or equal to?
It doesn't do greater than. You have to know what that means. Yeah, it does not do greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. You just have to know what that means. So greater than, I need to go in and change this one. Enter. I'm using orange, oranja. And I want to shade above that line. So I need to find the greater than. Hit OK. Hit graph. And you'll see it graph. Now, we just graphed this. Let's see if this is the same thing that we graphed. Great. So I just graphed that linear inequality right there. Okay? There it is. So any point inside this shaded area is going to work for me. This is going to be really helpful when we get to linear programming. Now, what if you had something, you know, what if I had that x was greater than or equal to 0? You can't graph x is greater than or equal to 0 on that calculator. So what do I have to do to account for that? I can change my window. So I would go to Window, Window, find your window, make your x-min equal to 0, make your x-max 10, hit graph. So what did that do? That just eliminated that part of the graph. I'm not even looking at it anymore, right? And then if I wanted to input into there, y is greater than or equal to 0. I can actually do that because it is in y form. I can actually put that into my y equals. Okay? I would just go down, make it 0. I'm shading above it. Okay, and graph. Now let's say that I I don't want all this wasted area. All I want is that intersection piece right there. I can zoom in on that by going Zoom and then ZBox, ZOOMBOX. I have to use the cursors, and I want to position my cursor over, to the upper left of where I want to zoom. Once I get it to a spot, okay, and this is synonymous with like holding, dragging, and pulling, I would hit enter. Once I hit enter, I'm going down and to the right until I highlight that box that I want to zoom in on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Hit enter again. Then it will zoom in on just that box. So you can very clearly see that triangle. Pretty helpful skill? Yeah. Now, if I wanted to see some points that were in there, I could hover. Miss Buzzio, there's no need to. Okay, well, I will help you. I will be able to help you. Hitting it will not help it to work. All right, so you could use this. You can see the X value change. If you wanted to hit trace to find points on that line, you would hit trace and then go to the left and right. Use the left and right arrow to trace that line. Okay, you with me? You see how to graph using a calculator? All right.